Kicking off the 2025 training season, my team and I here at Forest Hills Baptist Church, working with the good people here, the staff and volunteers, and there was an emphasis on effective conflict de-escalation with people with special needs. Now, the basics don't change, especially with someone who's operating with different type of cognitive level and so on. You're either going to try to distract and refocus them, or you're just going to give them space. That's a real basic answer to a situation like that. Of course, everything can be very, very situational dependent, depending on the relationship you have with this person. But Pastor, what do you think? We just got done with 5 hours of dynamic de-escalation training. How do you feel it went?
Yeah, thanks for being here today. We feel like it was very profitable. One of our attenders made the comment like, wow, this would have been great for everybody in our church to come to, because like John said, the principles of just appeal across the board. I mean, Jesus said, blessed are the peacemakers. And so you can see how this applies multiple areas. For us here at Forest Hills, one of the things that God has blessed us with is just several kids with special needs. And what we have found is we have a lot of people here with big hearts, and they really love this community, and we want to do that well. And what we were starting to see is that there's a little bit of a gap between having big hearts, which is a good thing, and having the practical know-how to love these kids well. So I felt like today was a great step for us in just helping equip us and helping us to understand like what are some ways that we can do this better. Some aspects of best practice, and just helping to equip our people. And I think we did. I think we've come away with some things, just learning how to approach a kid who maybe is escalated, and loving them well, and not being threatening, and the words to use. So just some practical things like that, and then some scenarios afterwards, which they did a really good job of painting some pictures that we have actually encountered here, and walking our people through that. So we really appreciate the time. Felt like it was profitable, and it's going to help us continue to do our mission well, do it better, and looking forward to just continuing to take what we've learned today and apply it so that we can love this community well.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. You know, one of the goals I had was to validate and affirm what you and your staff are already doing right. And that's one of the biggest problems I notice in a lot of churches. They handle situations, they do it right, but they've never had anyone say, yeah, that's exactly what I want you to do. And so you never really develop this sense of confidence. And so the next time you encounter a situation that's beginning to go off the rails, you're still not sure. But your staff and your volunteers did a phenomenal job. Was there anything that you came away with today after the scenarios where you did feel validated and affirmed? Was there anything particular?
Man, I think there were several. I think one of them is we kind of know this, but it helped, I guess, affirm that is that with the scenarios afterwards, that it's not a one size fits all.
Right.
And we kind of know that, but I feel like that's one thing that reinforced. So it's what worked with Johnny isn't going to work with Jimmy, and that's okay. So I think that we came away and affirmed with that, like, there's not a one size fits all.
Right.
And I think sometimes we want to fix things.
Right.
And so just give me the solution. And I think it affirmed that today, that there isn't just one solution, and it's okay. And I think the other thing that we were affirmed in, and you said this multiple times, is that sometimes you can do your best, and especially with the special needs community, sometimes we're going to do our best, and sometimes we just got to take the loss. Sometimes it's just not going to work because of just where they're at, and that's okay. We got to just love them through that, and grace. You emphasize grace, and it just affirmed that too. So those were just a couple things that I took away, and I think affirmed our people. It's okay. We keep trying. We do our best. We keep learning and growing through this. And some days we're going to win, some days we're going to lose.
Exactly.
But we're going to keep on, and you helped equip us well to at least say, okay, here are the things that you got to be doing, and sometimes you're going to do all of these things and it's not going to work, and that's just the reality of it.
There's always tomorrow, next Sunday, or whatever.
Yeah.
Thank you,
bigger
Pastor.
picture.
Yep, I appreciate that so much. Thank you so much for giving my team and I the opportunity to work with you guys. You guys are phenomenal.
Thanks, John. Appreciate it.
We'll catch you on the next video.